Hello everybody, and this is Dr. Diamond, and... Wait, redundant transition, what the fuck does that mean? Anyways, guys, I kinda have to talk a little bit quieter, because apparently my grandma can hear me down here. She's like, don't go in the basement and talk and shit. It's like, well, actually she said to do it in the morning, but it's like, fuck that. These podcasts are at nighttime, so apparently I can't talk too loud. And she's like, well, shut the door. And I'm like, the door is shut. And I don't fucking care. I'm gonna talk as loud as I want. Actually, maybe I probably shouldn't, so I'm gonna talk a little bit softer. Now, you guys, this is the topic of this, fucking podcast you see here. Actually, before we get to the topic, I just want to let you guys know I finally found a fucking job. It's at a place called Northcrest, which is a retirement home. It's where my mom works. And, because my mom is a CNA, or a certified nursing assistant, and I'm gonna be working in the kitchen part-time. And, from 4 to 8 p.m., so it'll be fun. So Thursday night, or not night, I meant morning. Thursday morning at 8, I have to go in for my physical to, make sure everything's okay, So I have to be there at 8, and I'm gonna get up with my mom at 5, because she works at 6 in the morning. And I have to get up at 5 in the morning, So, I'm probably gonna do that, so I'm not gonna have a podcast tomorrow night, guys. Because I need to go to bed pretty fucking early. So, with that out of the way, I'm pretty fucking happy. And when I do get my job, guys, I don't know when I'm gonna start, because I still need to do, a background check, And, I hope I'm not being too loud, but then again, I hope I'm not being too quiet, Being all whispery, all ASMR. I'm just kidding. I can't do ASMR. Hopefully you guys can hear me not correctly. Hopefully you guys can hear me, and hopefully she cannot. We have no viewers, so it's okay. Hopefully Gareth and Carolyn get on. It's okay if they don't, though. But anyways, guys, that out of the way. Oh yeah, duh, I didn't even finish my thought. So, before, when I start working and shit. So I'm pretty much hired, but also at the same time, I'm not officially yet. I'm 95% sure. At least my mom is. My mom is 95% sure. So, anyways, guys. Sorry if I'm talking a little quieter. There was a huge fan down here, the AC or whatever. I don't know why the AC is fucking cold outside. But there was a fan. I think it was a thermostat or some shit. Well, not thermostat, heating? The heating thing? But anyways, so that kind of blocked out a little bit of sound, but no, I guess it's pitch quiet, even though I'm nowhere near my grandma's room, and apparently she can hear me. She's a jerk, but I love her. I love my grandma, but she's kind of a bitch. I still love her, obviously. But yeah, anyways, we're almost 5 minutes in. Let's get to the entire history of Steven Universe. Now, last night I did a gemstone thing. Oh, also before I continue, I actually tried to record this twice earlier, but you couldn't hear me very well because the gameplay was too loud. But I was able to download for free, for some reason, FNAF 1 and 2 for the mobile game. So be on the lookout for the Five Nights at Freddy's content coming. Which, lately I've been kind of into Five Nights at Freddy's again. So much so that I actually started to build Withered Freddy in life size, I only have, like, his right arm to go. I built both of his hands. So both his legs are good to go. I just need to build the rest of his right arm and his left arm. And then attach the hands, of course. And I already made his microphone, so I'll just gotta attach that, and then I'm done. The arms are the only thing I need left, but I don't have enough fucking cardboard. Because I'm building him out of cardboard. Cardboard and metal, you know. So with that out of the way, be sure I probably will have episode 1 maybe tonight. I don't know. Also, there's not going to be a topic of discussion tomorrow because simply I forgot to record it. And you guys are probably saying, hey, I thought you recorded it. Remember, guys, 2 weeks ago or some shit, my fucking camera, my phone, forced me to do a factory reset. So I lost all the footage, and I haven't recorded it because I've been lazy and I haven't been feeling good lately. It's okay though, guys. So no topic of discussion tomorrow. I know I said last night that I would record it today, but I just plain old forgot. And because I'm lazy, so, you know. And plus I'm actually starting to get a little tired of topic of discussion. I don't want to do it anymore. I think it's only going to run for 1 season. I'm not going to just end it at, 15? No, it's at 14 episodes. I don't want to end it, on a fucking 3-parter and only show 2 parts, so. Probably gonna be a one next week, though. Which, next week, I wanted to do a Valentine's Day video, but I guess not. And apparently it's too late for me to record because, I don't want... We can all hear you down in the basement. Which I don't fucking care, Grandma. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, we're almost 10 minutes in. Let's get started with Steven Universe. I fucking love this show. Now we're only gonna go up to Change Your Mind because, I don't really wanna. I missed the glamour. It's okay, guys. I kinda gotta talk a little bit quieter because my grandma fucking told me, 10 or 15 minutes earlier, you gotta keep it down, we can all hear you, and I'm like, I don't fucking care. So I'm gonna kinda be a little softer, Kinda a little ASMR, Lol, that makes sense. Yeah, it better make sense, so. Oh yeah, and Gareth, you weren't here for this, but I won't do a podcast tomorrow night because I gotta go to bed pretty fucking early because I finally got a job. I'm finally growing up, and I have to go in for my physical at 8 a.m. And I have to go with my mom because it's at my mom's work. I'm gonna be, it's a place called Northcrest. You probably heard of it. It's right next to Kern. Yeah, thanks. It's a retirement home, so I'm gonna be in the kitchen from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's part-time. I'm pretty fucking excited, but Thursday morning at 8 is my physical, and I gotta go in with my mom at 5 a.m. I gotta wake up at 5 on Thursday. So tomorrow night I can't do a podcast, I gotta get a good night's sleep. Anyways, oh yeah, and you weren't here for this, but I'm gonna do Five Nights at Freddy's content, cause fucking I'm gonna do tests good though. Yeah? Yup, that is good. Anyways, let's get into the entire history of Steven Universe. Now I'm only gonna go from Gem Glow to fucking Change Your Mind. The season 5 finale of Steven Universe. Now, Gem Glow is the very first episode. It starts off with Steven learning about his powers. He eats a fucking thing called Cookie Cat, and that's what makes his gem glow, and he's like, I summoned my weapon by eating ice cream! I don't know what the fuck that voice was. But turns out that ice cream isn't what makes him fucking his gem glow. So yeah, he realizes in the end that his fucking ice cream doesn't make the thing glow, which, it's okay. Good old Steven's got a lot of learning to do anyways. Fuck, I had some spit on my screen. Anyways. Fucking, the next episode, we learn about Rose. Just fucking good old Greg. He's like, hey, Stewball, why don't you come over here and fucking do something? I don't know. We meet Greg for the first time in the next episode, Laser Light Cannon. And then Steven accidentally breaks a fucking picture of Greg and Rose together in the fucking fat ass. No, I'm just kidding. Steven's a chubby boy. Anyways, fuck, what was I gonna say? It's like the next major event that happened would be, and in the episode, wait, I gotta really think now. It's been kind of a little bit since I've seen Steven Universe, but I remember it pretty fucking well. Let me drive my van into your heart. Actually, no, it's let me drive my dick into your heart. That would be fucking, that would hurt. You'd be like, wow. Fucking Greg just ramming his dick in Rose. Well, Rose doesn't have a heart. Rose just shapeshifted a heart, and he's just driving his dick in a shapeshifted heart. He's like, ah. Oh, Greg. I don't know. But then I guess the episode called, oh fuck, what was it called? It's like the 12th episode of the entire series. It has to do with fusion, where like fucking Pearl tells Steven that, oh, gems can fuse together. And it's like, oh fuck, that's cool. So the whole episode he tries to get Amethyst and Pearl and fuse into Opal. She's fucking hot. I'm just kidding. Well, she's kinda, a little bit. But Opal, she's, she needs to appear more often in the series. But I get that because her voice actress is Amy Mann. I think that's how you say it. So she's a pretty big paying actress to play Opal. And, fucking, what else came? Oh, no, before that, episode 10, I fucking completely forgot that episode 10, Steven's Lion, this is where we finally get to meet Lion. And then Steven cries, he's like, I found a lion. I don't know. Everybody's like, oh my god, it's a lion, you get away from him, he's gonna fucking eat you. And then he was like, no, he's pink, he reminds me of my mother. And then Pearl was like, I don't fucking kill you, get the fuck away from him. And then, let's see, so after that, who else comes next? Oh yeah, then Steven and the Sword Fighter, this is where the concept of gem poofing comes from, where if a gem, like, sustains too much damage, they just poof into their gems. And then, they come out whenever the fuck they feel ready to go. Because Pearl is teaching Steven how to do fucking sword fighting, and then a hollow Pearl fucking stabs her in the back, and she's like, oh, I'm fine, and then Steven's like, no! Pearl, I'm gonna fucking, I don't know. And then there was this one point, Steven rubs, fucking Pearl's gem in a creepy way, and I'm like, fucking, Pearl's not even hot. If it were me, I'd rub Amethyst's gem. Thick. Oh, man. I don't know, but anyways, fucking what came next? Oh yeah, then there's an episode, I think it's episode 20, I believe. Oh no. No, this is a different one. Episode 19? I don't remember. No, it's either 18 or 19, where the concept of wait, they're all just a bunch of lesbians. Yes, they are. Fuck, if I was a lesbian. No, I don't know. I might be a lesbian someday. Oh, wait, I'm not a chick. I could be. If I think really hard. Actually, nowadays, if I just say I'm a chick now, people are like, okay. Oh, fuck, I hate this fucking age. I really do sometimes. Sometimes, but not always. But anyways, so... yeah, the concept of gem blooms appear with Rose's room, and Steven wanting peace and quiet from the other loud-ass gems. I think that's what... oh, yeah, that's what he wanted. And then he's like, I don't fucking want you anymore, guys, and then he just fucking gets locked in Rose's room and dies at the end. No. I fucking wish that would happen, actually. I want to see an episode where Steven gets killed, and then the gems try to put him, like, try to revive him, but they can't. Dude, that should be like the series finale. Like the very last episode, he just fucking gets shattered. He's like, my gem! And then fucking another gem just stabs him in the head. That'd be a nice end. Everybody's sad. The main hero is dead. I don't fucking know. Anyways, then fucking after that, 2 episodes later, we see another fusion, Sugalite, voiced by fucking Nicki Minaj of all people. She's Garnet and Amethyst fucking each other. Actually, it's a pretty fucking common misconception. Fusion is not sex, it's just relationship. Like, the only one that's like sex is Garnet, because that's Ruby and Sapphire, and they love each other and shit. And like Opal, that's like Pearl and Amethyst. They're like a completely platonic friendship, so they don't like have any feelings for each other. And Steg, which is the fusion of Greg and Steven, that's like a father and son relationship. And Smoky Quartz is Amethyst and Steven, and that's like a brother-sister. It's like a sibling relationship. Something I'll never have. Anyways, there's other examples. Like fucking Malachite, that's Jasper and Lapis. That's like an abusive relationship. And then fucking there's some other shit I can't even think of right now. Actually, Stevani, which is Connie and Steven, might actually be kind of romantic. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyways, after that, then it was like fucking Steven and the Stevens. He made a band. That was stupid. Oh yeah, then I think it was Steven's birthday at some point. He turned like 13. I don't fucking know. Then Ocean Gem came. No, Mirror Gem, and then Ocean Gem. This is the fucking episodes where good old Lapis Lazuli came, aka my favorite gem in the show and in real life, because they're fucking hot. Lapis, I don't care, she's fucking hot. I would fuck her 1,000,000 times. But then, Steven, oh yeah, before that, in an episode called An Indirect Kiss, Steven learns he's got healing spit, because he heals Amethyst's... No, he tries to heal it, but he ends up failing and discovering he accidentally healed Connie's eyes with his healing spit. Which I heard a funny thing where he's like, I have healing shit! And it made me laugh. The concept of somebody having healing shit is funny. That'd be funny. Anyways, so yeah, then there's the Ocean Gem, we meet Lapis, fucking Steven heals her correct gem, and she flies back to Homeworld, and then she takes the ocean, and then everybody just dies, and then Greg breaks his leg, and Steven tries to heal him, but he couldn't, because he's a fucking idiot. Anyways, then, after that, this is in another important episode, Stephen Lion 2, the movie, which shows Stephen, like, Rose's sword, you know. Rose's sword has been introduced in this episode, and then fucking trying to think. Oh, and then Rose's scabbard came next. It was like the 45th, I believe, episode, I want to say. And then fucking Steven, like, took the sword and shit, and Pearl cried because she's like, get that thing away from me. She was talking about Steven's dick. No, I'm just kidding. She's talking about Steven's lion. She wanted the lion to get away from her because the lion was making those eyes. No, lion. Steven was like, oh, the fucking lion is like pink like my mother. And then she's like, no, Rose didn't have a lion. If she had a lion, she would have told me, you know. And then he was like, I don't care, bitch. And then what else happened? Yeah, probably the biggest episode of the fucking show. It's called, Jailbreak. That's what it's called. Well, The Return and then Jailbreak. Because The Return, actually way before that, fucking Peridot was introduced at some point in, like, Marble Madness. It was like episode 30-something, I don't fucking know. Then, fucking, the Peridot comes back with Lapis and a new gem called Jasper. She's a big, thick gem. I wouldn't fuck her because she's too thick. Oh, I don't know. Her thighs are too big. She'd probably crush me. She's too man-like. She's too manly. Not that manly women aren't sexy. But she isn't. And then fucking Jasper takes a gem destabilizer thing, which immediately poofs gems when they get touched by it. And Garnet tries to fucking hit him. Tries to hit her, and then she gets poofed. Garnet gets poofed into Ruby and Sapphire, and then the next episode we find out, oh my god, Ruby and Sapphire, who the fuck are these people? And then Steven finds both of them, and then fuses, and then Garnet appears, and then he's like, holy fucking shit! Oh my god! Dear god, no! Garnet! You didn't tell me! And then fucking Garnet's like, I know, I'm sorry, Steven. I should have told you before. And then he's like, holy fuck, you didn't tell me you were a fusion. Steven just has this big midlife crisis. He's like, oh my god, she's a fusion this whole time. And then he fucking falls to the floor and he's just thinking about it. Well, and then Garnet's like, go and get Pearl and Amethyst or I'll beat your ass or something, I don't know. Fucking Garnet. I could totally see her saying that to Steven, like, quit crying. Oh, I'm gonna kick your ass, Steven. I see it in the future. I'm gonna kick your ass. I don't know. And then fucking Steven wants to go and get Pearl and Amethyst, because he's immune to the, fucking gem destabilizer thing. And Steven, Garnet fights Jasper, and then everything just fucking smashes to the earth. And then Lapis and Jasper, like, come out of the fucking thing, out of the ship, and then Jasper grabs Lapis and forces her to fuse with her, and then they do, and then they become Malachite, and then Lapis takes control, and then fucking puts her down in the ocean forever, and then they all died in the end. No. Then fucking the season 2 opening is Steven crying because he's like, holy shit, my mother started this war. And then he's like fucking crying and he's like, he's like, Mommy, why did you do this? This is where he starts to get mommy issues. And then, you know, fucking season 2 is just all about fucking, I can't really remember. Oh yeah, at some point he goes into the bubbling room Oh no, this is after. No, at some point they go and find fucking Peridot, you know, the green one, and then fucking Peridot was warning the gems about the cluster, but then before she could talk about it, Garnet poofs her, and then Steven, he was curious, he's like, what the fuck is she talking about? So then he decided to unbubble her, and then she reforms, and then she's fucking like, what the fuck, where am I? And then, like, she was taller before. Wait, and doesn't Pearl, like, and doesn't Pearl, like, organism in the orgasm in that episode? I don't know what she does. Pearl is a fucking weird creature. But no, then, oh yeah, at some point, no. I think this is either before or after. No, this is after. No, yeah, okay, after. No, this is before. Fuck. No, the whole thing with Peridot getting poofed, that was before, no, that was after the whole Sardonyx thing. Because basically, in an episode, like in a small mini arc, Pearl and Garnet fuse into Sardonyx, which is a fucking magician-like gem kind of thing. She's fucking loud, and then Amethyst gets jealous because she wanted to form the Sugalite, and she sings a whole song about it. And Steven's like, "Shut the fuck up, Amethyst." And then, but it turns out Pearl was actually rebuilding the communication hub, which is what Peridot was using to try to contact Yellow Diamond. God, I don't like Yellow Diamond. Actually, no, she's okay. But, we'll get more to her later on. But Pearl kept rebuilding the hub so that she can show a few more victories with Garnet as Sardonyx. And then, like, Garnet got so upset that, like, she went with Greg and Steven to a place called the Keystone Motel. Because Greg had to go get some fucking thing from some guy off Craigslist or some shit, I don't know. And it was funny because Greg was like, and if I don't come back in an hour, call the police. Actually, I fucking love that scene. What was it? Greg, call the police. It was funny. What was it? Here it is.
Call the police.
I fucking love that.
Call the police.
I don't know why, that's just funny. Call the police. Like, no, Greg, I don't want to call the police. I've actually never called the police before. And I feel like if I like, needed to, like, absolute... Off Greg's list. Oh my god, yeah. Greg's list. Hey, Stuball, I gotta go to a place called Keystone Motel. The Keystone. Because apparently Keystone is a state in the fucking world. I gotta go to Keystone. Because I gotta go get something off Greg's list. Dad, isn't your name Greg? Shut up, Stuball. Don't read too much into it. Greg is the creator of the gems. That makes no sense what I just fucking said. Anyways. Fuck. Oh yeah, then they're in the fucking hotel. Garnet wanted to come along. So then Garnet unfuses because she was pissed off at Pearl. And then by the end of the episode, they get back together and like, oh, I love you again, Sapphire and Ruby. I'm like, oh, let's fuck again. And then they do. Fucking, then they go back and Pearl, he's like, oh my god, Garnet, talk to me. And then she's like, not now, you bitch. And then that's when Peridot comes around and shit. Because they do this, like, whole arc with Pearl trying to fucking capture her and shit. And then they try to get her, because fucking Peridot is taller than normal, because she came out smaller because she's an Era 2 and they didn't have enough resources to make gems taller, so they had to use these fucking gem limb enhancer things. Because when Garnet poofed Peridot, like, the gem fell and then a bunch of her fucking, like, limb enhancers, and they're like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? Because then when she reformed later, then she was small. And then Steven's like, holy shit, you're like an angry slice, you're like a cute angry slice of pie. And she got pissed off. She's like, don't fucking say that about me, bitch. I don't know. And then fucking they try to catch her again. Forgot. Oh yeah, and then Peridot fucking locks herself in Steven's bathroom for some reason. And at some point they go fucking... Peridot starts talking about the cluster at some point. And then they go to a barn because they need to build a gem drill. Yeah, they need to build a drill to fucking go to the center of the earth, which is where the cluster is, which is... The cluster is made up of billions of gem shards. And when it reforms, it'll destroy the earth. And it was put there by Yellow Diamond because she wanted to destroy the Earth to get rid of the thing, because that was Pink Diamond's colony, and since Pink Diamond was shattered, she doesn't want that. But we don't get to that till Season 3, the end of Season 3. And then fucking, well, kind of the end. And, yeah, so then they're just building the gem drill. Steven has another birthday, so this time he's 14. And Steven's like, holy shit, I'm 14 now. And then Garnet's like, happy birthday. Well, the episode before, Garnet's like, she wakes him up at midnight, and he's like, happy birthday, Steven. I'm gonna tell you a story. And then, because originally Garnet wanted to tell him on his birthday that Garnet, she was a fusion, but then he already discovered that before. And Garnet's like, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna fucking tell you how Ruby and Sapphire met. So then she goes off on all this story, then this fucking Sapphire talking to Blue Diamond. I would bang her in a fucking second. But then, you know, that fucking shit happens, and then Ruby rescues Sapphire from Pearl, because Pearl and Rose, they were gonna fucking poof everybody so that they don't fucking do anything. But then they end up fusing, and then everybody's shocked, and then Rose and Pearl jump away. They're like, uh-oh, this is like a perfect time to run away. And then they unfuse, and then Ruby grabs Sapphire and jumps off the fucking giant sky thing. And then they land perfectly down on Earth, and then they live together, and then they try fusing again sometime in the forest. And then, fucking, as Garnet, they run into Rose and Pearl again, and then she's like, I'm sorry, I'll unfuse. And then Rose is like, no, I love you. I want to fuck you. No, she didn't say that. I wish. That would be funny. But then, so then that's how Garnet became a crystal gem. And then, then that's when Steven's birthday came around. And then, oh yeah, then they start fucking building the drill. And then Peridot, oh yeah, no, they go to the moon for some reason. They need to go to the moon for Pink Diamond's moon base. And, but they didn't know it was Pink Diamond. Pearl knew it because she was Pink Diamond's Pearl. Her second Pearl, not her original. But Garnet, Amethyst, Steven, and Peridot didn't know which diamond it... Oh no, I think they did. I don't remember if she was ever name dropped in Season 2. They just called it a diamond base. But Peridot didn't say, like, oh, this is fucking Pink Diamond or anything. But they just said, because in the diamond base, there's murals of the diamonds. White, blue, yellow, and pink. And Steven found yellow and blues, and he's like, who the fuck are those people? And then Pilldot's like, that's Yellow Diamond, she's my diamond. And that's Blue Diamond. Oh my god. Oh, I get so wet thinking about it. I don't know. Pilldot is a strange character. But then, fucking, what else happened? Oh yeah, then they go upstairs and they go find the fucking moon thing. They're in the moon base now. Pilldot shows them the completed Earth colony. If Pink Diamond went through with the colony, the Earth was all destroyed and shit. Then they showed him the kindergartens, you know, the Prime Kindergarten, which is where Amethyst. Oh no, yeah, Prime. That's where Amethyst was made. There's two different ones, and then, yeah. So then, like, while they're leaving the moon base, I completely forgot why the fuck they went there for. But then Pilldot steals, like, this diamond thing, which is a diamond communicator. And, like, when they get back on Earth, she, like, Steven asks her, what the fuck is that? What'd you take on the moon base? And she's like, nothing. And somehow he, like, gets it out of her hand, and then he's like, fucking, like he locks her in a car. She couldn't get out, she was scared. Shit, but then he ran off and told the other gems, and then Pilldot, like, somehow escaped, and then went into a fucking giant robot suit that she created a few episodes ago, because Pearl and Pilldot did, like, a robot thing. Like, they made robots to try to fucking fight each other. And, but then she grabbed the diamond communicator, she had it, and then she called Yellow Diamond, and this is the very first time we ever get to see and hear a diamond. Actually, technically, we got to see Blue Diamond, but, one, it was in a flashback, and two, we didn't get to see her face. And three, we didn't hear her voice because it was narrated by Garnet. But yeah, Yellow Diamond appeared, she was yelling at Pilldot, she's like, where the fuck is your Jasper that I assigned you? And she's like, I don't know, she died or something. And then, you know, at some point they're yelling at each other, and then fucking Yellow Diamond got pissed, and then Pilldot hung up on her, really pissed Yellow Diamond off. And, fucking Pilldot just took the thing and said, here, take this, and I'm like, why? And then she's like, oh, because it can be remotely detonated, you know, like it can blow up and shit. And then they're like doing this whole funny thing where they're just like, no, you take it, no, you take it, no, you take it, no, you fucking take it. And then eventually it blows up, and then Garnet dies, which is pretty sad. I'm just kidding, that didn't happen. And then we go on to fucking season 3, where Steven is telling the gems and shit. Oh no, Steven, like, wakes up, he falls asleep because he's tired. And he was in a Watermelon Steven, which, that was back in season 1. I forgot to tell you guys, there was an episode where Steven made a bunch of watermelons come to life. And, which is a power, Rose had. And, but then he came and he found, like, them as like, they made a society. And then all of a sudden this monster just comes up, and it's fucking Malachite. And then, which we haven't heard, like, seen, or even, well, she was only mentioned in one episode of season 2. And everybody just fucking forgot about her, I guess. There's, like, one episode dedicated to her. And, fucking... Steven wakes up and tells the gems about it because he feels earthquakes. And then Pilldot's like, oh my god, it's the cluster. And then Steven's like, no, it's Malachite. And then Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, they jump off and fucking go to Mask Island, which is the island where they're at and shit. And then, fuck, what else happened? Oh yeah, then they get to Mask Island. Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl see Malachite, and they're like, alright, let's fucking do this, bitch. And then they fuse into Alexandrite. I fucking like her, she's a good fusion. I forgot to say a fusion, that was back in season 1. And then Stevani happened at some point, and other fucking gems, I can't remember. And then... fucking... Meanwhile... while fucking Malachite and Alexandrite are fighting, Steven, like, falls back to sleep and, like, goes inside of a watermelon Steven to try to fucking see what's going on. Shit, and then eventually Alexandrite wins, and then Jasper and Lapis unfuse because they use Opal's bow, and then pierces right through fucking Malachite, and then she just... And then fucking they land on something, and then like there's water, like there's like earthquakes, and then like the ground starts opening up. Fucking Pearl, I think it's either Pearl or Amethyst. One of them grab Lapis, and then Garnet fails to fucking get Jasper, and then she falls down to the center of the earth. They're like, shit. So then, fucking while that's going on, then Steven wakes up, and then Peridot's like, we need to get down to the fucking cluster right now. So then they hop onto the gem drill. Peridot and Steven, it's a Peridot and Steven episode, which is pretty good. And then fucking they just drill down to the cluster, and then they try to defeat it, but then Steven, he's having these like panic attacks, and he passes out from too much stress, I guess. So something bad was happening. He kept seeing visions and like nightmares and shit. And then he pretty much went inside of the cluster's mind, and like I actually don't know, because thinking about it, the cluster doesn't have a mind because it's made up of a bunch of gem shards. But then he went inside of the cluster. He pretty much like told them, hey, you gotta bubble each other. Like, he tried to bubble them all, but then he's like, God, this would take forever. And then eventually they start bubbling each other, and then eventually the whole cluster gets bubbled. There's a huge bubble around the cluster. And then Steven and Peridot go up, and they tell the gems about it, because they bring home Lapis, and then Steven's like, oh my god, is she dead? Pearl's like, yes. And then, no, I'm just kidding. So then, you know, Steven tells him that, and then fucking, oh yeah, then fucking Peridot and Lapis become roommates at some point. Like, Lapis wakes up, and then she lives in the barn with fucking Peridot at some point. And then some rubies come. 5 rubies. Which there's a ruby that has a gem on her eye, nicknamed Eyeball, because Steven gives them nicknames. So Eyeball, one on her chest named Doc, one on her shoulder named Army, one on her leg named Leggy, and then one on her stomach named Navy. And then they fucking play baseball, which is fucking stupid. And then fucking they're like, where the fuck is Jasper? And then Steven's like, on Neptune. He's like, thank you. I'm gonna go to Neptune now. And then they just fucking run away. Then there's an episode called Steven Floats. He discovers that he can float now. And then fucking something with sour cream and shit, and I don't know. And then some other shit happens. Let's see, and then Mr. Glegg, Glegg and Pearl finally make up, and they're like, you know, I love you, Glegg. And then Glegg and Pearl fucking have sex, and then then there's another fucking human gem hybrid now. I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. I wish. That would be funny. But no, and then what happened was... Fuck, I can't remember. I can't really remember the important things in Season 3. There's one huge thing that happened, but I think, yeah, there's a lot of shit that happened before that. Oh, yeah, okay, so more Jasper stuff. So, I think I'm just glossed over a shit ton of important stuff. But at some point, Steven takes Lapis out. Oh yeah, I forgot in the fucking Marty episode, Marty is Sour Cream's dad. And Marty only came to give Glegg a check of like, I don't know, $1 million, $1 billion, I don't know. So Glegg is rich now, pretty much. And that's actually why they went to Empire City for a vacation. And Pearl and Glegg made up, and they're all happy. So then, anyways, so then, yeah, Greg rents a boat, and, Steven takes Lapis out onto the ocean, and she's like, Steven, I don't know about this. I don't like the ocean after what happened. And he's like, don't be a fucking pussy. And then, so, eventually, you know, they just, like, get on and shit. And then, during the episode, Jasper aboards the ship, looking for Lapis. She wants to fuse as Malachite again. She's like, no, bitch. And fucking Lapis just punches her with a water, fucking fist. And then Jasper goes all the way to the ocean. Like, all the way to the Antarctic, because in the next few episodes, it's fucking Steven, Connie, and Pearl go on a mission to find 2 corrupted gems. And Jasper comes out of nowhere and beats the shit out of them. Fucking rips their gems out. And then she's like, hey, Rose, I got some fucking gems for my army, you bitch. And then she walks away, and I'm like, holy shit. Which is kind of cool, I guess. So then, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, in fucking Season 2, Amethyst gets poofed at some point and then reformed, so she's in a different outfit. So in this one, it's Crack the Whip, which is the one where Jasper comes back with the 2 corrupted gems that Connie and Steven fought. But Amethyst was there because Pearl and Garnet went off to find Jasper, but Jasper was really there. And something else happened, I forgot. Oh yeah, so they wanted, Jasper wanted a rematch, then they do, and then Amethyst tries to fight Jasper, but then she ends up poofing her again, and then Stevani comes, Steven and Greg fuse and beat the shit out of Jasper, and she's like, I'll be back, bitches. And then Amethyst reforms, and then she's like, oh fuck, I missed the fight, you know, and then that happened. Then I'm probably missing a few important episodes, but then there's the big episode, the episode called Bismuth. Now this is where a brand new gem that was inside of Lion's mane comes out, because there have been hints of a gem inside, bubbled inside Lion's mane, and nobody knew who it was. People theorized it was Bismuth. And everybody was right, because Steven found a gem. Well, she accidentally popped a bubble, the bubble that had the gem in it. And Bismuth popped out, and then she's like, what the fuck is going on? So then eventually he brings her out, you know, and then Steven fucking tells everybody about him, and then they're like, oh my god, it's you, Bismuth, no. But Amethyst doesn't know who she is, though. And, Amethyst is like, who the fuck is she? And then they just fucking going around saying, oh, this is Bismuth, guys. And then, you know, Bismuth just goes through the whole episode, he's fucking sparring and fucking trying to live like a normal crystal gem. And then towards the end of the episode, Bismuth shows Steven the breaking point, which would shatter any gem. She wanted to use the breaking point to shatter the diamonds and be free of Homeworld forever. And, yeah, then Steven and Bismuth fight because Bismuth didn't want, Steven didn't want that, and then fucking Steven just throws the breaking point in the lava and burns it. She's like, you fucking bitch. And then Steven grabs his sword out of defense and then, like, fucking poofs Bismuth. And then Steven comes back with Bismuth's gem, and he's like, I'm sorry, guys. And, fuck, another episode that I can think of that was pretty fucking important is, after Bismuth it was, I'm gonna go straight into Earthlings, and, oh no, Beta and then Earthlings. So Beta is pretty much an episode where Peridot and Steven and Amethyst, they go, Peridot tells them about where Jasper came from, which is a place called the Beta Kindergarten, and it's set somewhere in the Grand Canyon, I think, because it was all like sandstone and shit. And then, so Peridot takes them to and they find Jasper with a whole bunch of fucking corrupted gems in cages. And she notices Amethyst, like Jasper notices Amethyst and calls her out, and then she's like, "You fucking bitch, I want to fight." Actually, this might be an Earthlings. So, and then Amethyst and Jasper try to fight. Amethyst is, of course, losing. Steven steps in. He's like, "We can be terrible together." And then they fucking hug, and then they fuse into Smoky Quartz. And then Smoky Quartz kicks Jasper's ass. And then Jasper tries to fuse with a corrupted gem. And, the gem didn't want to fuse with her. So then after they unfused, Jasper started to become corrupted. And then Jasper, causing Steven and Amethyst to unfuse. So then they're like shocked about it. They're like, "Holy shit." So then they unfused, and then fuck, what else happened? Then Jasper kept going on and on, like, she was like, something about my diamond, your diamond. Oh no, that was after. She was like, "After what you did to my diamond." And then Steven's like, "Yellow diamond?" And she's like, "What? No, your diamond, my diamond, pink diamond." And then she fucking she gets fully corrupted. And then Peridot, like with her metal bending abilities or metal something abilities, just takes like a sharp piece of metal and just fucking goes through Jasper's body, and then she poofs, and then Amethyst bubbles her, shit like that. And then Amethyst, Peridot, and Steven go back to the barn where Lapis, Pearl, and fucking Garnet are. And then the Rubies are back, the baseball ones. And then they're like fucking pissed off at Steven. They're like, you told us Jasper was on Neptune. And she wasn't there on Neptune, you fucking liar." And then fucking Amethyst shapeshifts into Jasper to try to fool them. And then at some point the Rubies want to go back to the moon base again, where they fucking see, like, no, this is where Steven sees the fucking pink diamond again. And he's like, somebody was talking about the shadowing of pink diamond, like rose quartz shadowed pink diamond. And then Steven's like, "No." And then Pearl's like shaking. She's like, "Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no." And then, at some point, like, they're fucking talking about shadowing of pink diamond, And then fucking the Rubies find out that Amethyst was shapeshifted as Jasper. So then the Rubies fuse into the big Ruby, and then Garnet and Pearl fuse into Sardonyx, and then use Sardonyx's hammer, and then fucking just smacks them off into space. And then one of the Rubies, like they're all unfused, and then one of them grabbed Steven and pulled him out. So then Steven's just floating in space. And he's like, "Holy shit." And then, he puts a bubble around him so he can breathe. And then, for some reason, there's oxygen on the moon. I don't know. Anyways, then... So Steven meets Eyeball, and, fucking Eyeball tries to kill him, and then he lets in Eyeball, like, her gem gets cracked at some point, and then he heals her, And then, she tries to fucking hurt him again, because she's like, the real rose quartz, fucking could heal people. And then she tries to get him, and he's like, I'm gonna have my own pearl. I don't know. And then eventually he throws her out of the bubble, launches her into space, and then the gems find him and take him back to home. He's like, why the fuck didn't you tell me about Pink Diamond? He's like, 'cause we didn't want you to fucking cry, And then, so then season 4, I'm not really gonna talk about every single episode. I'm just gonna kind of gloss over most of it. So, the first episode, Peridot and the gems, with Steven and the gems, including Peridot, go and find all the corrupted gems, or they free all the corrupted gems that Jasper took captive of, and then fucking something else happened. Yeah, so then that happens, and the next episode, Smoky Quartz, like Amethyst and Steven. Oh, I'm here. Oh, hey, Carolyn. We're just at the beginning of season 4. On the episode, Know Your Fusion, where, fucking Amethyst and Steven show off Smoky Quartz to Pearl and Garnet, and then they fuse into fucking Sardonyx, and then, they do that fucking whole thing. And, some more shit about Stevonnie, and then Garnet, Stevonnie. Ooh, good episode. Yeah, Know Your Fusion is one of my favorite episodes. I love Sardonyx. She's not my favorite, though. My favorite fusion is Steg. I don't know, fucking Steg is hot. Ooh. See, and then fucking some stuff about Garnet and fucking Stevonnie and shit like that, and then what the fuck else happens? That fucking Onion, we meet Onion's friends at some point, and then I'm just gonna gloss over it because I'm kind of getting a little tired of Steven. And then I know there's a lot of other shit that happened, but then the thing that really jumps out at me is the abduction arc, as some people call it. The JoJo Reject, as I call him. Yeah. I've actually never seen fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't really watch anime, but I know that's an anime. The only anime I've ever watched is Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's fucking amazing. I love it. But, so yeah, then some shit about fucking, oh yeah, then this is where Aquamarine and Topaz come from. And I haven't either. Yeah. I might someday I might watch it. I've been kind of wanting to get more into anime. I don't know. But then, fucking, the abduction arc, as people call it, where Topaz and Aquamarine try to abduct Steven's friends, and then it starts off with Onion, and then Sadie gets abducted, and then Lars, and then fucking Jamie at some point, that was like off-screen. And then, fuck. So there was Lars, there's Onion. Oh yeah. And then they try to go after Connie, because this is where fucking Steven meets Aquamarine. He's like, holy shit, it's a fucking gem. Jesus Christ, not another one. And then fucking Aquamarine is like, are you my dad? And he's like, no. Who the fuck is your dad? And then Steven and Connie are so stupid. He's like crying. He's like, I need to find that Gem's dad. It's like, no, Gems don't have dad. She's talking about Greg. And then fucking Connie and Steven are trying to find Onion in the forest, which is where, like, the place where Onion and his friends were hanging out. And then they fucking meet Aquamarine and Topaz again, and Aquamarine's like, are you Connie? Oh no, are you my dad? And then Connie's like, no, me, Connie. She like talks like a fucking caveman. I'm like, what the fuck? You say I'm Connie, not me, Connie. It's bad fucking glamour, Connie. God damn. I don't like Connie. She's annoying. probably an unpopular opinion. Because a lot of people like Connie. I don't. I fucking don't. Greg? Now he's more up my alley. I fucking love that man. I wish I was Greg sometimes. Anyways, and then fucking Aquamarine gets excited. She's like, oh my god, it's Connie. And then she fucking calls out for Topaz. And then it's revealed, oh no, she has everybody. And then she fucking unfuses and fucking runs at Connie and then fuses inside of her. Like, which, that's kind of that's like some kinky shit right there. Getting stuck inside of somebody, that's fucking, hot. No, I don't know. But then fucking Aquamarine and Topaz, Aquamarine actually is the one who did it. Like, she fucking knocks Steven out. Then he wakes up, he goes back to the house, tells the gems about it. Then at some point they end up in Funland, and then Aquamarine and Topaz come out, and then he's just like, who the fuck is my dad? And then fucking Aquamarine just leaves off the list. I think that Peridot fucking told, which I thought that was really fucking cool foreshadowing. It wasn't, well, I guess it would kind of be foreshadowing, but it was kind of cool how they referenced, like, an episode in season 1 where Steven's just listing off the names of people, like his friends and Greg and shit, to Peridot, like, oh no, there's lots of humans. There's my dad, Connie, Lois and Sadie, Onion, I think. Oh no, then Jamie, a mailman. The mailman. I don't think he said Jamie. I think he just said a mailman. That makes no sense. I fucking can't remember exactly what he said. And he's like, Onion, I think. And then she just reads off the list and he's like, oh my god, I gave him the list. God damn it. God damn it. And then Pearl's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then Steven's like, I'm my dad. And then fucking Aquamarine's like, I thought you were Steven, but hey, if it gets me the fuck out of here faster, hey, what the fuck ever, I'll take it. And then he fucking goes and with fucking Onion is a gem, my theory, lol. Yeah, he could be a gem. He's got no ears. Yeah, I didn't even really think about that. Gems don't have ears. Onion doesn't have any ears. I don't think Yellowtail does either. Maybe they are gems, or Sneeple, as people, like as Ronaldo said. Sneeple. Maybe they're like some kind of Sneeple in some kind of like weird disguise, I don't fucking know. I don't know what Onion is. What if he's just like a living onion? Like, kind of like, it's kind of a little like horrifying. Like some scientists like took like an onion and just like fucking, or like they made like a onion human hybrid, and like Onion is just like, he took the shape of a normal human boy, but his skin is just like onion, and like he's got like all the his innards, like the guts and shit, but his skin is just oniony, like the skin of an onion. That'd be, that's creepy. I don't know. So no wonder why Onion makes me cry all the time. I cry when I think about Onion. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. The longer I do one of these, the less sense I make. And then fucking, what else happened? This has gone too far, yeah. Every time I talk, everything goes too far. Especially the longer I do one of these. But anyways, fuck, I better wrap it up, because we still have season 5 to go through, and that's fucking littered with a lot of lore and shit. Like, every episode's fucking just way too much story. And then eventually Steven goes with Topaz and Aquamarine and shit, and then Alexandrite comes at some point. And then, everybody except Lars makes it out of the ship, and then Steven fucking goes to Homeworld with them. And then that's the end of season 4, thank God. And then fucking season 5. It starts off with Steven going on trial with the diamonds. I know that's not the first episode. The first episode is just getting to Homeworld, and then the first major thing is the trial. where we meet two brand new gems. Fucking, oh fuck. I just skipped over the whole fucking zoo arc. I cannot believe I did that. So at some point, Blue Diamond comes down to Earth. This is like in the middle of season 4. Blue Diamond comes to Earth. She meets Greg because Steven like keeps crying through. He keeps crying her tears and shit. And then fucking Blue Diamond likes Greg and takes him and fucks him. No, I'm just kidding. Although I have seen fucking theories where Greg and Blue Diamond get together, which there's a funny joke in the episode Reunited that I fucking love. Zilok is meh, not bad, not good. Yeah, I kind of thought it was cool. Like, I really liked seeing the Amethysts and the Jaspers and Carnelian and Holly Blue Agate. I really liked the song that Yellow Diamond sung. I really liked What's the Use of Feeling Blue. And like with all the bubbled rose quartzes and like this is the first time we see Blue Diamond. I would definitely fucking smash Blue Diamond. God damn. That big blue fucking... No, I'm just kidding. Blue Diamond. She's yummy. She's the hottest diamond. Actually, Pink Diamond's pretty fucking sexy, too. White is like the least sexy. Yellow Diamond's kind of... So in my opinion, it goes blue's the hottest, pink is the second hottest, yellow is the third, and then white is just fucking too damn ugly. Actually, she's not that ugly, but she's like, I'd pass. But anyways, enough smash or pass. That's a different fucking podcast. Oh, I should do a podcast like that. Probably not, that'd get way too fucking strange. But anyways, fucking, yeah, the whole zoo arc, I can't believe I forgot that. So Steven goes to space with the gems to try to get Greg back. It was funny, kind of. I liked Holly Blue Agate, she was fucking yelling at people. And then Carnelian, she was a cool gem. Skinny Jasper, I didn't like her, she sucked. But anyways, back to season 5, so this is where we meet two brand new gems. Blue Zircon, which is, I think, the defense. Oh, no. I can't remember I think the prosecuting one is the yellow. Yeah, so the Blue Zircon is the defense one, which is Steven's lawyer. Which is I think it's kind of cool that they have lawyer gems. And then Yellow Zircon, which everybody thought she was green, but it was due to the lighting. And she's actually a yellow Zircon. And, but she's like prosecuting against fucking Steven being rose quartz and shit. And then fucking Eyeball of all fucking gems comes out and she's like, yeah, I hate you, and shit like that. And she gets all angry. And then yellow and blue, for some reason white wasn't there. I hated that. I hated how White Diamond wasn't there. It was fucking stupid. And then Lars was there too at some point for some reason. He was fucking scared. He was like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, Steven! And at some point, one of the gems bubbled them. I can't remember if it was one of the Zircons. I think it was Yellow Zircon fucking bubbled Lars' head so he can shut the fuck up. And then, Blue Zircon was like, how the fuck did Pink Diamond not see him coming? And then, a bunch of, questions that made you think, how the fuck did, Pink Diamond's gems not, fucking attack Rose Quartz? And then Steven's sitting there and he was like, that makes no sense. And then Blue Diamond was, leaning in. She's like, holy shit, I'm interested. And Yellow's like, you fucking bitch, shut up. That's not how it happened. And then at some point, Steven steps on this thing and gets close to Blue Diamond, which I would fucking, if I was that close to Blue Diamond, I would not even, oh my god. I don't know. Anyways, so then she gets mad. She's like, how the fuck did you shadow her? And then he's like, I don't know, the breaking point? And then she's like, no, it was a fucking sword, you idiot. See, that's fucking evidence right there. If he doesn't know how it happened, and they even, thank God they actually addressed that. Because sometimes there's things in Steven Universe they kind of don't address. I can't really think of an example right now because I'm too tired and I can't really think, and I kind of want to hurry up and go through season 5, you know. And then fucking, you know, Blue Zircon's like, how the fuck did she do it? You know, nothing happened or something. And then at some point, like Blue and Yellow are yelling at each other, and then Steven takes this opportunity to run with Lars. And then they just fucking break free of Homeworld. They run into the off-colors, Rhodonite, Rutile, Fluorite, and Pad Paracha. A lot of people love the off-colors. I don't think they're that good. I mean, I like them. They're fine gems. It's not like fucking I'd go crazy if every time they appear and I'm like, oh, cool. It's the off-colors, hooray. And then Lars dies, which is kind of, I was like, holy shit, did they actually kill Lars? But then Steven cries, and I'm like, see, I knew that they wouldn't have, like, a permanent character death. But then Lars is pink now, because Steven cries on him, just like his mother. He has healing spit and healing tears. And then fucking other things happen. Oh yeah, then at some point Steven escapes Homeworld by going through Lars's hair. And then everybody's dead, and he's like, holy shit, everybody's like, holy shit, you're back. And then he's like, yeah, but we have to go back to Homeworld because Lars is dying. And, you know, some other shit happens. Mayor Dewey isn't the mayor anymore, it's Nanaflaw now. I actually don't really remember season 5 too well, just because I've only seen every episode at least once. Like, fucking pool hopping, I know that's one episode I've only seen once. Lars of the Stars, there's a bunch of them. And, Jungle Moon, that was another one. There's a lot that I've only seen one time. So I can't really, that was like over like, what, a year or two ago? No, yeah, it was 2 years ago. Holy shit, it's February now of 2020, that's fucking crazy. It's already a month and, like, a couple days into the year. Anyways, so fucking then Connie and Steven, like, go through Lion's Mane and fucking appear in the Lars of the Stars, you know, and then Jungle Moon happens. Fucking because Connie, or Stevonnie, crash land on a planet. The Jungle Moon. And they go inside of Yellow Diamond's moon base, and then they fall asleep. They have a flashback of Pink Diamond and Yellow Diamond, and like, holy shit, no way. So we finally got to see Pink Diamond for the first time, kind of. A little bit. And then he's like, what the fuck? See, that's like clue number 1 right there, that Pink Diamond is Rose Quartz. That was like key number 1. There was like a bunch of other fucking shit. I know there was a lot of other stuff, like in other episodes, to prove that, like, Steven is fucking Pink Diamond. I don't know, that was just one that kind of, like, that was like a no shit, like, fuck, I don't know how to word that. I'm fucking, so you can tell I'm getting tired because I'm rambling and saying shit that don't make sense. But anyways, and fucking other shit happens, and then, so I can't really remember. I guess, like, the only major thing that I remember that happens next is, fucking A Single Pale Rose. Now, this is the episode. Pearl fucking can't find her phone because she's stupid. She fucking put it in her gem. She tried to get it out, and she's like, oh, I can't because I'm fucking stupid. And then Steven goes inside her gem, tries to find it, and then eventually he goes through flashbacks and shit. He goes through, Pearlception, as people call it. And he eventually finds Pearl as Pink Diamond's Pearl. And he sees Pink Diamond for the first time, and he's like, holy shit. And then he, oh no, Rose Quartz is there, and she's like, I don't want to do this. And then Rose is like, well, I'm not going to shadow myself. And then she fucking just reforms back to Pink Diamond, and then Pearl, like, fucking takes Rose's sword, and she's like, I'm not ready, you know, and then Pink Diamond, like, makes fake shards and fucking swallows them, and then Pearl shapeshifts into Rose Quartz and then poofs her and makes it look like she shadowed her outside the palanquin. And then, it goes back, and then Steven pops out of her gem. She's like, oh my god, Mom was Pink Diamond, and then fucking Amethyst and Garnet are like, what the fuck? And then, then the next episode is, the next few episodes, Ruby and Sapphire, like, unfused, and then Sapphire goes to, I think, Rose's Fountain, I think it was, and then Pearl and Steven go chase after her, and then Pearl tells her the story of being Pink Diamond's Pearl, goes through all that backstory. And then they come back, and they notice Ruby's gone, and then so Ruby and Amethyst fucking go. And then, they go through the whole town, they eat pizza, which is fun, I guess. And then at some point they're under the water, under the ocean. And then they find Ruby with Greg. And and this is the funniest part, because I watch this channel called The Round Table, which they're, like, famous for Steven Universe shit. And one of the guys, named Retro Nemo, he said that'd be funny if Greg and Ruby are up there, and he's like, like they're just smoking weed, and then like they're just passing the joint, and then Greg's like, oh, I bet you don't have this on Homeworld. That made me fucking laugh so hard. I was like, oh my god, that would be funny if they said that, and they did that, like, yeah, I bet you don't have this on Homeworld, do ya? No, and then fucking Greg and Ruby were talking and shit, and then eventually Ruby's like, yeah, I don't fuck Sapphire, she can go fuck herself, and then Ruby becomes a cowboy at some point, and then Steven makes her realize, hey, let's go propose to Sapphire. And then at the end of the episode, Ruby comes back and proposes to Sapphire, and then of course she says yes, And then, I think, Maid of Honor, this is the episode where Steven, like, he was doing, shit with, like, invitations, and, he looked at Bismuth's name, and he was like, you know what, fuck it, let's bring Bismuth back. So then, he goes into the boiling room, and he gets fucking Bismuth out, and then she's surprised to see him and shit, and then he sits her down and tells her that Pink Diamond, Rose Quartz was Pink Diamond, that whole story, and she's like, wow, that's fucked up. And then, it took a little convincing because, to get Bismuth out to join the wedding, because Bismuth is like, well, if Pink Diamond is Rose Quartz and they're both no longer around, then what the fuck is the point of the crystal gems, they're not fighting anything anymore. And then eventually Steven fucking convinces Bismuth to go out and fucking do some shit, go to the wedding. And then this is one of my favorite episodes of the series, Reunited. This is a big one. So it starts off nice and neat with Garnet's wedding. So, Ruby and Sapphire, they kiss, and then they fuse into Garnet again. And I love the part how Nanafar and Mayor Dewey's guards are just dancing on the dance floor, and Mayor Dewey's just looking, he's like, oh, I'm sad, and then Jamie looks at Garnet, and he's like, oh, and then they both look at each other, and they fucking cry and dance with each other, and I'm like, god damn it, Steven, that's funny. Steven Universe has a lot of fun comedy, I like it. But then, then Garnet and Steven are dancing, and then Garnet's like, wait a second, because Steven was crying, but they thought that it was because it was a happy day, and then Garnet was like, wait a second, and all of a sudden Blue and Yellow Diamond's arm ships come out of nowhere, and then fucking Yellow Diamond's trying to wake up the cluster. And then, the cluster comes out, and then, but it's on Steven's side, so then the cluster tries to fight Yellow Diamond's arm, and while that's going on, Blue Diamond comes out and then fucking tries to fight them. And then Alexandrite comes in at some point to try to protect Steven. But then even Alexandrite couldn't handle Blue Diamond's emotional abilities. Whenever she cries, she makes everybody else cry around her. But it doesn't affect Connie because she's a human. And, fucking, at some point, like... Oh no, I think this is before that all that happened. The funniest thing I've ever seen in Steven Universe, Greg fucking comes out and sees Blue Diamond, he's like, well, better give him the old universe charm. And everybody just yells at him like, no. And he's like, alright, I'll get back. I fucking love that line. I actually seen someone fucking... Well, I just seen a picture of Blue Diamond, like happy and shit, and her pants were pulled down and shit, and she was happy, and Greg's dick was out, covered in, you know, and then he was like, see, I told you, I can give her the old universe charm. I laughed so hard, I'm like, huh, well, I guess he did. I don't know, but anyways, then, you know, Steven, Blue Diamond, and all the crystal gems fight Blue Diamond. I don't know why I said Steven and Blue Diamond, because she didn't fight herself. Steven and the gems fight Blue Diamond. And then, fucking, you know, Lapis comes out of nowhere and just smashes the barn on Blue Diamond. And then Yellow comes out of nowhere, because, you know, she lost against the cluster. And, she gets out, she lifts the ship up, and frees Blue, and they're both pissed. They're like, you fucking idiot. And then Peridot comes out, he's like, hey, Claude, remember me? Oh, no, Yellow Claude, you remember me? And then Yellow Diamond's like, no. And she fucking zaps Peridot and fucking poofs her. And, which I'm like, oh my god. Finally, she's gonna be reformed with a star. Finally. And, you know, then they fight, and then... fucking Yellow Diamond sees Steven, she's like, you son of a bitch, and then fucking runs at him, and then fucking stomps on him, knocking him out. You know, and then goes through that whole thing in the astral plane, or whatever the fuck it's called, and then he talks to Connie about it, and then he tries to change their mind, even though that's not the episode yet. But we'll get to change your mind. And then end the podcast. But anyways, so... You know, somehow he breaks through to Blue and Yellow, like, using Pink's aura. And then he wakes up and he's like, Yellow Diamond's like, holy shit, it's you. Oh, no, not Yellow. Blue Diamond. She's like, holy shit, it's you. It's Pink. Holy shit. My god, no. Jesus Christ, no. And then the next episode, one of my other favorites, Legs from Here to Homeworld. I think this is the next episode. And then Blue Diamond's just fucking hugging Steven, which I'm like, god damn, that guy's lucky. I would do anything to get cried on by Blue Diamond. No, I'm just kidding. So then he just fucking does that shit. And then he tells them about, you know, the corrupted gems. He takes them to go see Centipedal. And they try to uncorrupt him, but then Yellow's like, hey, we can't do this without White Diamond. And then Blue's like, no, not her. No, not her, anything but her. And then Steven's like, who the fuck is White Diamond? And then Pearl explains who she is, and then at some point they go to fucking Homeworld, they find they find Pink Diamond's leg ship, and then fucking go to Homeworld. But then White Pearl, which is actually Pink Pearl, but nobody knew that at the time. There was a lot of theories, though. And then White Pearl comes out, quote-unquote White Pearl, comes out and takes Steven, and then fucking takes him straight to White Diamond. Now, this scene kind of made me go, oh my god, we finally get to see White Diamond after all these fucking years. And then, like, they talk for, less than 30 seconds or some shit, and then White Diamond takes Steven to Pink Diamond's room, And he's like, what the fuck do I do now? And then the next few episodes is Steven trying to get acquainted with Homeworld. He visits, Pearl comes in and, fucking is talking to him. He's like, they just wanted me to give you your things, and I'm considered one of your things, which that's kind of fucked up. I mean, I know Homeworld society's kind of fucked up, but I don't know. But, fucking, what else happened? Ow. Then, fucking, at some point they go to the, Steven meets Yellow Diamond in her, sauna room or whatever and talks to her. And then at some point she had to leave, and then Steven goes to talk to Blue Diamond in the bathtub. This scene really got me excited. And then, fucking she had to go off and do other shit, too. And then the pebbles come, these cute little fucking gems, these rocks, and then Steven sings Familiar, and then while they're fucking making a pink diamond outfit for him, and then Pearl, Garnet, Amethyst, and Connie all come in and shit. Then that whole thing happens, and then, fucking Pearl told Steven that Pink Diamond used to throw huge balls, and I'm like, that's funny. So then Steven throws this huge party, expecting White Diamond to be there, but of course she wasn't. So then, during the ball, Connie trying to get Steven to dance, which I think is kind of funny because in Alone Together, Steven tried to get Connie to dance, but now it's the other way around. Connie's trying to get Steven to dance, but he can't because the diamonds are not allowed to, dance and shit at the party. And eventually they accidentally fuse into Stevonnie. Yellow and Blue tell him to unfuse, and then eventually fucking Garnet pops in. He's like, no, you have to go through me too, bitches. And then Opal, one of the best fusions, and I'm very fucking mad that I get why they don't bring her in, to voice often, because Amy Mann, her voice actress, is pretty fucking expensive. I understand why she's not in there too often, but they need to give her more voice lines. I'm very happy about, she finally got to talk and sing in the movie. I'm fucking happy about that. Then Opal comes back, and then Yellow Diamond poofs them. Oh yeah, then the two Jades fuse for some reason. And then Garnet's like, I don't fucking know. Everybody looks at Garnet like, who the fuck? And then she's like, I don't know, dude. And then, what else happened? Something else happened. Oh yeah, then, Yellow Diamond picks Stevonnie up, and she's like, you fucking come with me, bitch. And then she fucking throws them in a fucking tower where they used to lock Pink Diamond up. Which, apparently I heard that, if a gem doesn't get enough light, then they start to, shrink or something, or die, or lose energy, I don't know. So that's probably why Pink Diamond was kind of short, maybe, because Blue and Yellow kept locking her up the other time she fucked up, which is that's abuse right there. And in the next episode, I'm not going to talk about escapism, because in my opinion, that kind of fucking sucked. I do not like the Watermelon Stevens. They're fucking annoying. But, the whole purpose of that was just to tell Greg and Bismuth back on Earth that, hey, we need some help. And, so Bismuth gets the message. And, so she's like, alright, we'll be the... I really wish Greg would have came. It would have been funny to see Greg. It was a filler episode, yeah, it definitely was. I hated that episode. And then, and here we are, guys. The biggest episode of the series... Change your goddamn mind. Thank God, because I'm kind of getting tired. This episode is my favorite of all time. It's kind of cheap to call the series finale, because it is technically the series finale. But, because Steven Universe Future is kind of like a spin-off a little bit. It's not really officially a spin-off. but it's like the main story after Change Your Mind is done. Like the main Steven Universe story. So anyways, and it opens up with Steven fucking having a flashback of Blue Diamond pretty much abusing Pink Diamond. And then Steven comes in, not Steven, Blue Diamond comes in after he wakes up and he's like, you need to get us the fuck out of here, we're gonna starve. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about starving? What the fuck? Because, you know, she's a diamond, she doesn't fucking know about food. I'm pretty sure Pink ate a lot, like when she got to Earth. Like she became more human and she's like, I want to become more human. Then she fucked Greg and then that was it. Then fucking Blue Diamond, you know, was talking with Steven and Steven convinced her, like, hey, we need to get the fuck out of here and talk to White. And then, oh no, to free the gems first. And then they go to, Blue Diamond sneaks them out and takes them back to Pink's room to get all the shit. And then they say goodbye to the Pebbles, which I actually don't really like them. I mean, they're okay, but they're not like, holy shit, I love them, you know, that kind of thing. The Pebbles are okay characters. But then they go to the Homeworld's version of the Burning Room, which is all yellow. And then fucking Blue and Connie and Steven walk in, and then Yellow Diamond is there, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing, Blue? And then, you know, Blue and Yellow start fighting and shit, and then while that's going on, Steven fucking grabs the gems, and, like, grabs the bubble. And then, at some point, like, I think either Yellow or Blue, like, knock each other into the wall, and then it breaks out, and then, it was really funny because, if you look close enough, there's a really frightened Topaz guard. Like, the Topaz guard is like, what the fuck? And then, you know, eventually, like, they go onto, like, the bridge, one of the bridges of Homeworld, and then, you know, Yellow and Blue are just fighting, and then Steven fights at some point, like, yelling at her, like, hey, what the fuck? And then, I know, like, while Blue and Yellow were fighting, like, the bubble pops, and then the gemstones come out, and he's like, come on, why the fuck won't they, like, you know, fucking reform? And then, fucking, some point, Yellow, like, calms down, she starts crying, because, like, she kind of realizes that they kind of, like, abused Pink, you know? She's like, oh, man, shouldn't have done that. And then, you know, Blue goes to fucking comfort her. And then Steven's like, hey, why aren't the gems coming back? And she's like, she kind of confirms something that, like, people were thinking, like, because people were wondering why Lapis and Peridot weren't reformed back in Escapism, and people were thinking, well, maybe if you get poofed by Yellow Diamond, then it'll take longer to reform, and it was pretty much confirmed, because she's like, oh, they took a hit from me, it'll take them a while, you know. And, which makes sense, because she's a diamond, and she's powerful. And, so, then what else happened? Oh, yeah, then they try to get to Pink Diamond's leg ship so that Steven can go back home, you know. But then White Pearl, quote-unquote White Pearl, stops them. And, White Diamond's head and body ship, fused together with Pink's leg ship. They're like, you're not going anywhere, bitches. And then out of nowhere, Yellow and Blue's arm ships just beat the shit out of it, and then, you know, cause the White's thing to fall. And then out comes Peridot, Lapis, and Bismuth, and they're like, here we are, bitches. I actually really like Lapis's new form. Peridot, I mean, at the time I was like, oh, I don't like that with Peridot, but, I mean, I've gotten used to Peridot's new design. I kind of like it now. But Lapis, goddamn, now you can really see her ass. I'm just kidding, kind of. But then, you know, they fight and shit. Oh no, they don't fight. They look up at the no, that's not yet. And then I think while that's going on, like White Diamond like gets the arm ships attached to them, so they make the full diamond mech ship, which people were theorizing about. And or like, no, blue and yellow attach it to them. I forgot about that. And then they make them raise up the hands and talk to White Diamond personally. And then, yellow and blue are talking about how miserable they are in Homeworld. And then White zaps them and then mind controls them and shit. And then Steven's like, oh no. And then the arms like drop everybody. Lapis grabs Bismuth, fucking Peridot grabs Connie, and then Steven's falling, and he drops the gems, and it's like, why the fuck don't you put them in your pocket? Or something. That's what I would do, but maybe something bad would happen if you put a gem in your pocket or something, I don't know. But then everybody falls one by one, and then Steven's crying. He takes Amethyst gem first, and he's like, Amethyst! And then somehow, for some reason, he was able to fuse with her into Smoky Quartz. And she's like, wait, what the fuck? And then she's like, oh my god, I can get the gems to come out while fusing. Which, that makes no sense to me. Maybe, like, if I really think about it, it'll kind of make sense, but... Because, like, fusion is like, you have to have both gems, all the gems that want to fuse, like, the consent. Can't really have consent when you're inside of your gem. Can't do that. Anyway, so fucking Steven unfuses and then goes over to Pearl, fuses with her as Rainbow Quartz 2.0, which she's an okay fusion. I kind of like her, but I mean, I actually kind of liked her and Sunstone a lot more in Steven Universe Future. Because, then they get to the ground, Pearl and Steven unfuse, and then they're like, holy shit, Steven, I fused with you. And then everybody's down the Lapis and all, and then they're like, alright, let's go, fucking, like, Steven is crying, so like, come on, go on it, and then he fuses with her, and then the fucking the pink diamond's foot just crushes him, and then it goes to fucking commercial, and I was pissed. And then it came back, and then Sunstone, she's actually one of my she's my second favorite fusion. She's pretty close to being first, but I like Steg more. I don't know what it is about Sunstone. First time I seen her, she was pretty annoying, because she was like all that hip 90s things, like, yeah, come on, don't do drugs, kids. I mean, it would kind of make a little sense for Garnet and Steven's fusion to have that, but, Steven watches a lot of TV and shit. She was just a walking PSA, And I like how she talks to the camera and she's like, don't do drugs, kids, if you meet a bully, fucking tell an adult. And I'm like, it's funny, and then she grabs fucking Pearl and Amethyst and runs up the diamond leg and tries to get to her. But then fucking the White Diamond like knocks her off. And then they unfuse, and then this is the biggest part that I fucking was screaming. I was like, no fucking way. Garnet decides, Steven decides, like, hey, we all gotta fuse. And then Garnet's like, yeah, let's fuse into Obsidian. And I'm like, yes, the temple fusion. So then they all do the dance, and they fuse into Obsidian, which she's fucking awesome. I love her sword. I love, like, the second mouth, like, opens up and it's, like, lava. And shit like that. Obsidian is one of the best fusions. She's, like, my third favorite. I just love the way she looks. And everybody's been waiting for her forever. I really hope Obsidian comes back again in Steven Universe Future. I hope so. Because she deserves more screen time, even though, like, she doesn't really need to be the kind of, but I don't know. Then Obsidian climbs up the Diamond Mech ship and fucking just takes her sword and just destroys Yellow and Blue's arm ships. And then, at some point she just climbs up and gets inside of the eye, or White Diamond's eye. Like, No, the Obsidian gets on the forehead, and then White Diamond smashes them up against something, and then that's when they all unfuse, and then they all get inside of her head. And then they all meet White Diamond face to face, And, finally. So then White Diamond, White Pearl, and then the glayed out, versions of white and yellow and blue diamond, like all talking to Steven like, oh, you can't beat me, fucking bitch. And then at some point, White Diamond, I kind of forget all the shit that she says. And then, at some point, White Diamond zaps Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. She does Amethyst, then Garnet, and then Pearl. Yeah, that's how it goes. And they're under her control now, and then fucking, White and Steven were talking more than shit. And then at some point, like, White Diamond picks Steven up and just rips his gem off. Which I was thinking, oh no, what's gonna happen? And then, commercial again, of course. But then, fucking it comes back and then it cycles, like, Steven's gem just cycles to Pink Diamond, then Rose Quartz, and then finally Steven. Now this is where Pink Steven comes from, and fucking he starts walking towards Steven, and then she's like, fucking answer me, because she kept talking to him and he wouldn't answer, and like, where's Pink? And then he just screams, she's gone, and it kind of scared me at first. I'm like, holy shit, because it was really fucking loud. It cracks everything around him and shit, and then eventually Steven and his pink self fuse together again. The true Steven fusion. Which I thought that was a beautifully animated scene. Which it was actually, animated by James Baxter, which I guess is like a really good, like, animator at Disney or something. And him and Rebecca Sugar are good friends, and like he had like one favor or something to give to her, and like something to do with like one favor, and she's like, alright, well, you animate this scene, asshole. I'm just kidding. He's probably not an asshole. Probably not, I don't know. But it was beautiful. That scene was beautiful. I actually kind of cried because of how beautiful. I was like, damn. God damn. Anyway, so then White Diamond was like, no, you're supposed to be pink. And then you're acting like a child. And then Steven says something from the pilot episode. I think it was unaired pilot. Might have aired as a special event or something. And Steven's like, I am a child. What's your excuse? And then Pink's like, oh, fuck. And then, like, after that scene, like, I just literally heard, like, the meme air horn, so it's like, meow, 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 whatever the fuck it says, I don't know. And then fucking she blushes, and then she realizes she's not perfect, and then at some point, Steven talks to her, and she's like, oh, come back to Earth and uncorrupt the gems, and then she does at some point, and then they all climb into Rose's fountain. While this is after, like, they get to Earth, and fucking Greg just screams, Steven! Because he's happy to see him. And then he's like, holy shit, the diamonds. And then Lois and the Off-Colors finally come back again. And they're like, Road Knight's like, oh, we have to get away, thank God the diamond's out here. And then they fucking look up like, oh shit. And then Lois finally meets Lion. Which kind of makes no sense because Steven, like, introduces Lion to Lois, and it's like, I'm pretty sure they've met before at some point, maybe. Which doesn't make sense. I mean, they live in the same fucking town. Steven rides that thing like it's his fucking car, Which I'm pretty happy that he got Greg's Dondai when he turned 16, started driving. That was pretty cool. And then, fucking Steven just tells White Diamond, like, come on, let's go fucking do this shit. And then, Sadie and the suspects, the Sadie killer and the suspects, that's what it was. Fucking were doing a band and then, like, singing "Let Me Drive My Van Into Your Heart." And then, breaks up the band and shit, and then, not the band, the song. And the concert, then Steven starts singing the new Crystal Gem theme, which I really I really wish that they would have, like, had that as the theme song. Like, as an extended theme song, I guess. Oh, that was pretty cool. But Then, then just there's a montage of Steven and the gems and the diamonds uncorrupting all the corrupted gems, and then Jasper shows up for a brief second, tries to beat the shit out of Steven, and then she's like, wait a second, where the fuck am I? And then she looks over at the diamonds, and she's like, what the fuck? Amethyst comes over, and she mouths the words, hey sis, because that's what she said when she was bubbling her back in Earthlings. Which I thought was kind of cool. And then, the diamonds, like, go back to Homeworld. They give a little peace sign, and then they zip off, and then Steven's like, life is happy yet again. And then he starts singing fucking... I think the song's called Change Your Mind or something. So he's like, if it can change your mind, that whole shit. I can't sing too well. And then, the fucking episode / series ends, which is a good time because we've gone a little over time, But anyways, with Steven Universe wrapping up nicely, until Steven Universe the movie in the future, that I'll get to those in another day. But for now, guys, just like Steven Universe wraps up, so must this podcast, because it's getting about that time again, guys. So anyways, guys, if you like this podcast, please do leave a like, please comment, and as always, Gareth, Carolyn, Sydney, and Alyssa's channels are in the description below. Go check them out, they're awesome. And please subscribe, and I will see you guys not tomorrow night, because I can't tomorrow night. Probably Thursday night, maybe? Thursday or Friday night, because I'm pretty busy the next couple days. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys whenever I can. Good night, everybody.